Your attorney was fighting so hard for you and you didn't do your part. So don't blame her. She did her part. You didn't do your part.
Of course.
Your part was to come into court to be negative, present something to me because you knew the state was asking for no contact. You knew I had concerns because drugs were being grown inside your child's room. Why should I allow him to have contact when he's still using marijuana? Or at least live in the home since he's still using marijuana. All right. And why are they in Colorado?
They told me they had a pre-planned vacation for this type of a family reunion event that they had for months. That the day I had filed the motion was the day they finally decided to let us know of those plans, that they were not going to be here and they're not here right now.
All right. So here's my question. Everybody was aware that it was set for jury trial today. This has been on the docket for trial since August 2024. And I understand that sometimes it hasn't gone to trial because we've been in trial, but this has been since 2024.
I understand the previous three settings, Your Honor, were situations like you just said. We were ready, but other cases ended up going.
But we were set for jury trial on August 19th, then November 5th. And then I guess an offer changed. So then I set a plea deadline date for November 21st. Then it was set for jury trial January 14th, then April 8th. And counsel was in jury trial, so we could not have a jury trial. He couldn't be in two places at the same time. And then on April 22nd, we were in jury trial. So I don't know why I should grant. I mean, everybody knew this date. So I don't know why I should grant the motion for continuance. He's been here waiting for trial.
This would be the first time the state's on our behalf has requested a continuance.
All right. Court will think about it. I'll let you all know.
Thank you.
Mhm. Anyone else ready?
Yeah, you found Daniel conclude.
All right. Daniel Cantu. All right. He has a motion to revoke.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are y'all ready to proceed on the motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have you done a trial court certification?
Doing it right now, Judge, if you need it.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Abrams,
Yes, Judge.
I know you don't have this on your radar, but it's 2024 CR 011309.
Yes, Judge.
All right, I don't have court summaries or anything.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, please. And just so everybody knows, I haven't viewed anything, but usually I'll check to see if there were court summaries.
Don't have the cause number, Judge, from the last.
Okay. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 011309, State versus Daniel Cantu Jr. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Michael Dwight going for the defense, Your Honor.
And are you Daniel Cantu Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all ready to proceed on the motion, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Daniel Cantu Jr. who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 011309 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 to 4 grams on January 7, 2025 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state, you may proceed.
State's proceeding on violated condition number 1, which reads on or about the 19th day of July, 2025. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Daniel Cantu Jr., committed the offense of terroristic threat in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And do you waive the other allegation?
Yes, Your Honor.
No
Any
objection, Your Honor.
objections to waivers? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the proposed agreement is to amend the conditions to add IOP, monthly UA, sober support, as well as MRT program.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right. So what is going on with regards to this number 1, the terroristic threat? What is that about?
I have been.
Well, no. I'm asking the
Okay.
state. I don't know if your attorney wants you to say anything.
If I could briefly summarize the
Yes.
evidence that's on the record, Your Honor. My client was driving around the North Star Mall, trying to find a parking space for work. He parked there, or he tried to park, got in an argument with somebody else about the parking space, and he drove off. Security guard called the police and said the security guard thought he had been drinking before he was driving. He parked somewhere else and he went to work. And later on, he was arrested at work for a DWI third. And that's when he committed this terroristic threat. So right now we have a case where the police arrested for DWI when he did not see him driving at all.
Okay.
And there are blood tests in this matter, Your Honor. Before we plead to a DWI third, we'd like the blood results to come back. Now, we fully admit that he was drinking that day in violation of probation. There's no doubt about that.
Okay. Any objections to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And what are the conditions for the DWI? Are there any conditions of bond on that?
Not,
There's an initial interlock, Judge.
Okay.
And Your Honor, that case is currently in the pre-indictment court. Terroristic threat is next door in number 15.
Oh, it's in number 15? So it's a misdemeanor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I thought you said it was a felony.
No, I apologize. It's a felony DWI. Yes, that's in pre-indictment court.
Oh, okay.
I apologize if I wasn't clear, Judge.
All right. All right, so state while you're finding that. Probation,
Yes, Judge.
is this your recommendation?
Judge, depending on what the state says in regards to the DWI, I would probably add DWI education and making an impact panel.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I do want to point out to the court that the recommendation from his CAP evaluation completed in May was intensive outpatient treatment, monthly urinalysis, and sober support meeting.
All right. Well, just in case ignition interlock is not ordered, has it been ordered or not?
Yes, Judge, it shows that there's ignition interlock as well as random UAs, and then on this, yeah, those are two on there.
All right.
Ignition interlock's already been installed, Your Honor.
All right. Probation,
Yes, Judge.
what is the case number for the DWI?
The DWI, Your Honor.
Judge, if I may, I think that is 2025 EF 28077.
All right, this is what the court will do then. Court will deny the motion to alter and amend conditions to include intensive outpatient treatment, 60 sober meetings in 60 days, ignition interlock, and that ignition interlock probation is to be concurrent with 2025 PF 28077.
Yes,
So
sir.
you only need one ignition interlock. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And is this the only case that he has a warrant for?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right. So then, in this case, I'll ask that the warrant be recalled. Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Probation, is there anything else?
Monthly wage, Judge.
He's not already doing that or no?
Not
All right. There's to be monthly UAs, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, regular reporting, Zoom or in person, field visits one time per month for 6 months. Anything else, probation? All right. Here on out, we can go off the record. In this court, you're on probation. So you're looking at potentially 10 years if your probation were revoked. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If there's something that you need to let probation know. If you feel they're not addressing the issue, you can come back and address it with the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
If I can have a seat once the warrant's withdrawn, we'll question this.
move over. The third year. Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
Oh, now it's that.
All right, anyone else who's ready?
Yes, I have Dahlia. No, say anything about it. Let's go to Matthew Salazar. Right here.
What page?
I have it right here in front of me. Let me look on there.
Page 7-3 down.
Okay.
All right, Matthew Jacob Salazar.
Morning, Rich.
Good morning.
Come on, Matthew. Because she has a motion to revoke and also a new number one.
Yes. So y'all, today is,
It should be a first setting. I have not had time to review the new number one's discovery. And that's what I'm asking for more time. I believe it's an assault showcase.
yes. All right, Ms. Ferguson. On this case, set it for a contested hearing, please. And can you put it for the week of September 8th? Would that be enough time for you?
It should be.
Okay.
If not, I'll be back.
I can do, September 9th.
Can I grab my phone?
Sure.
The night should be fine, Judge.
All right, so you're gonna be back on September 9th for a contested hearing. All right, thank you.
Have a seat, sir.
You just want to do the probation? All right. Court is calling 2025. Oh, I'm sorry, we've already done the paperwork. You've already been given the admonishments. All right. All right, we're on the record in 2025 CR 005952 State versus Frank Garza. Could I have parties announced for the record, please?
Espinoza for the state.
Donald Wilson for Mr. Garza.
And you're Mr. Garza? All right, so there have been some changes to the offer that's been tendered to you. And according to the new plea bargain agreement, the state is requesting that there be 2 years in the prison. They're recommending community supervision, you to forfeit the firearm, and there's $1,000 fine probated. Did you understand that to be your agreement now?
Okay.
Do you understand that as your new agreement?
To be on probation? Yes. Yes.
All right, and so what a probated fine means is if that you successfully complete this probation, you won't have to pay the fine. If you're unsuccessful, you may have to pay that fine. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. As previously stated, the court found you guilty of attempted unlawfully carrying of a weapon with a felony conviction. Are you prepared to proceed with sentencing?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Sir, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
It's me,
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Frank Garza.
All right, Mr. Garza, do you have any type of mental health treatment in the past? Have you ever used any type of illegal substances?
Not, it's been years since I was.
Here's the thing, I'm talking about in the past, so have you ever used it in the past? And what would that be? What else?
I drank a little bit.
What else?
That's it.
All right. Do you have any children?
I do. My oldest is 22 years old.
Do you have any grandchildren?
I do. She's about going on 1 year old.
And if you were released, do you have a place to live?
I do.
And who would be living there?
Just me.
Okay. All right. When's the last time you had employment?
I still have my employment. They're actually working with me. Did through this entire ordeal.
All right. And what do you do?
I'm a cook out at
Oh, where are you a cook?
River Center.
River Center? What's the name of the place? IHOP.
Yes.
Okay. Tell them to stop stuffing their pancakes with all this extra stuff. Sometimes you just want a plain pancake with maple syrup. That's it. All right, the court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 2 years, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, no unsupervised contact with minors, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, field visits 1 time per month for 6 months, forfeit the weapon. TAP evaluation out of custody. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. Probation, is there anything else?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Judge.
All right, I'll do 100 hours of community service restitution. And I'm gonna order parenting classes since you have that grandchild. So
Yes, ma'am.
once you complete the parenting classes, your community service hours will be deemed satisfied.
I'm actually enrolled with Crisis.
Oh, you are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. Why are you enrolled with them?
It's just something I do.
Oh, well, good. I am glad you're doing that.
Thank you.
All right, if you provide proof of that with probation, they'll take that as a part of your community service restitution.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Sure.
And next time, we can go off the record. Next time, if you see a weapon, do not pick it up. You can go to the police and say, hey, there's a weapon here, call somebody. But you're not supposed to possess any weapons, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And Judge, we're ready on it whenever you are.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Cynthia. You're my name. Yes.
Okay, good morning, how are you? I'm here on Ramirez Point.
Okay.
Jason needs some time to talk to victims. Thanks.
Aguero? Jacob Aguero?
I think. Not really sure.
We shall see.
Jim?
Deputy Laura, I don't have any pockets, but I do have patients in my pocket today. All right, hello. Did you all get a chance to review the CPS records?
The documents that you referred us to, yes, Judge, which looks like the final conclusion.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 009798 State versus Jacob Edward Aguero. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Suzanne Kramer for Mr. Aguirre.
And are you Mr. Aguero?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so this was a recall back for sentencing because the court wanted the CPS worker here, and the state informed the court that they were unable to have the CPS worker here. So both parties had no objection to the court reviewing the CPS records. Is that correct, state and defense?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. And so outside the agreement, the state was requesting no contact with the complainant. And my understanding, defense, you are opposed to that.
Back then, yes, I was, as I am now.
All right. So state, you're asking for no contact, and I will tell you, the court's concerns was that drugs were being grown in the child's room.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And from reading the CPS records, it's the court's understanding that the child does go to school. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the.
What?
All right. If you're tested today, what would the result be? And let me just tell you before you answer me, If you're negative, I will remove the no contact order. But if you're going to be positive with an illegal substance, then there's going to be a no contact order because obviously CPS didn't do their work. So if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I take methadone on a regular basis.
Okay.
That's in my system. I have quit smoking. I knew though it took like 2 months last time for when I was in CPS to get clean. It's been over a month since.
So here's the thing. See, this is the problem. And this is, I understand that CPS can only keep their cases for a year and they say, oh, people are doing okay, it appears, so we're just going to dismiss this case. That case has been dismissed for a while. You should not have gone back to using marijuana. And I'm assuming when you say in your system, that's marijuana?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And the person, your wife has she been using marijuana as well?
No, no,
Will she be positive?
no, Your Honor.
All right. So here, this is what I want you to understand. Part of my job is to make sure that children are protected, make sure the community are protected when they're placed on probation. All right. Methadone. I understand that people use methadone. In my personal opinion, methadone is just another drug, but I understand why it's prescribed, but those levels should be going down. But you should not be testing positive for marijuana. Marijuana is not a part of the methadone recovery system.
Yes, Your Honor.
So why should I allow him to have contact when he's still using marijuana? Or at least live in the home since he's still using marijuana?
Well, I was unaware that he was still using.
Judge, I was as well, with all of my conversations with him, where obviously marijuana was the issue. He did not inform me that several months ago he used it. I can say that what happened in court at the last setting, scared him greatly in terms of having to move out of the house and not being able to be around his children. I've watched the interaction with him, and at least the small one, Layla, is very good. I don't think he will be using it anymore. And of course, I have no problem with the court zero tolerancing him on weekly marijuana urine testing just to make sure that he's complying. I don't think he will. I think he got really scared at the last setting that he needs to get his act together and has not had any since then.
All right, so here's my question for you. Do you have parents in the city?
I have a father, Your Honor.
All right, is that an appropriate place to stay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so this is what I'm going to order. He's going to live with his father, not live in that home until he's negative for marijuana. You know,
And then as soon as he's negative, he can go back.
when he's negative, they can come back to the court and ask that he be allowed to live in the home. So here's the thing. Your attorney was fighting so hard for you and you didn't do your part. So don't blame her. She did her part. You didn't do your part.
Of course.
Your part was to come into court to be negative, present something to me because you knew the state was asking for no contact. You knew I had concerns because drugs were being grown inside your child's room. You understand?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Are you employed?
I am, Your Honor.
And what do you do?
Packing for Pure Flavor.
All right. There's going to be a $1,500 fine that will be probated. 3 years deferred adjudication. This is run concurrent with 2025 CR 007562C. Is that a motion to revoke?
No, that's the main case, actually, Judge.
Yes, that's the initial drug charge, CTD drug case.
So the 2025 CR 009798, is that the case we're proceeding on?
We're proceeding on both, Your Honor. They're running concurrently.
One of them is a state jail, so if
Can I have the other case, please? I only have one.
I'm sorry,
All right, the court is calling the 2025 CR 009798 and 2025 CR 007562C. All right, so their end cause number Oh, you know what? Wait a minute, Norma. It's divided up weird. So I don't have, I have part of this, but I don't have the docket sheet or anything for it. So there's some missing pages. I don't have the,
cases.
Yes.
Missing the docket sheet on the person.
I don't have the admonishments on this. That's the one.
Do you need us to step back, Judge?
Oh, no, just give us a moment.
Judge, can I call?
Yes. All right. Thank you. Oh, and on this one, do you have a docket sheet?
No,
Thank you. All right. So, and cause number, could you all move? Because y'all are blocking Vashon, and sometimes if you can't see, you can't hear. At least that's how it is for me. So in 2025, CR 009798, there's a $1,500 fine probated, 3 years deferred adjudication. It's a run concurrent with 2025 CR 007562C. There's to be no residing with Layla Aguero, and no unsupervised contact with Layla Aguero until the defendant tests negative.
And Judge, is that negative for the marijuana, or do you want him off the methadone as well?
The methadone, that doctors will have to do that. But what I can tell you with methadone, that's not technically supposed to be down. All right. So the levels on that needs to start going down.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. $100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once the parenting classes are complete, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. And that cause number, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
I did, Your Honor.
Because this plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And cause number 2025 CR 007562C, the court will sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's to be a $2,000 fine. That will be probated. There's to be restitution of $380 to the Bear County Crime Lab for drug testing. $200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order the MRT. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. And I'm going to order the life skills course. Once that's completed, the remaining 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits until further notice, 1 time per month. There's to be no residing with Layla Aguero and no unsupervised contact with Layla Aguero until you present with a negative UA. Probation in either of those cases, is there anything else?
Employment, sir.
All right, thank you. Proof of employment. And each cause number, there is to be proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors.
So that I'm fully aware in regards to the methadone, are you saying non-supervised contact until negative from the marijuana, everything others, and anything else other than that methadone, or?
No, it should just be, he shouldn't be positive for anything except methadone. Thank you. And that cause number, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this plea bargain agreement in that cause number, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Your child is 100% dependent upon you. She can't go in Travis Park and make it on her own. She's 100% dependent on you and your wife. If any of you fall down on the job, then she's just out there alone by herself. You understand?
I do, Your Honor.
So you're going to have to start doing better, and doing drugs is not good. All right? In this court, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come to the court.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes.
Judge, may I approach?
Have they,
No, not yet, Judge. I'll get you in line in just a few minutes.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
oh yeah, just call up. Mr. Cox, is your client going to be positive?
You'll be negative, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, could you give me Mr. Cox client?
Mr. Hopkins, your client starts with the.
It's a Garo. Kelly.
Yeah.
And they should have, that should be 2 cases as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Hi. So if you drug tested today, are the results going to be okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna have you drug tested today, all right?
You have a seat, Mr. Seeloff. I'm writing you in already. You'll be next. Here's Kelly.
Court is calling 2025.
Just a second. Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My microphone cut off on me. Cord up there.
Need some help?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. White.
Try. Here you go, ma'am. I got it. You're welcome. We're gonna knock anything else over and destroy it. I will go. Got it?
You need to thanks.
Ah,
Get it.
Okay.
Oh, it's Charlotte Short.
Your Honor, with that, situation with drug, she's on prescription medication.
methadone as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the prescriptions for?
For mental health.
Okay. Just as long as it's not an illegal substance.
I just don't know if they come out on drug test or not.
Oh, we'll find out. All right, Mr. Cox, I don't have the trial court certification on the 16 cause number. The cause number ending in 16. So if you could,
Should have been both our.
if you could grab that for me. All right. Do you need a pen? And to everyone else, be patient, put some patience in your pocket. We're gonna go as quickly as we can, but maintaining everybody's humanity, because these are not numbers, these are people. And it takes time so that I can make sure that I set conditions so you can be successful. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 007562B and 2025 CR 009816, State versus Kelly Aguirre. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Manning for the state of Texas.
Cornelius Cox for the defendant.
All right, and are you Miss Aguirre?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, we're here for sentencing. And the reason why your attorney wanted this recalled and not do it on the day that was originally set is because of no contact orders, right?
Yes.
And it's no contact orders regarding your child. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Kelly Aguirre.
All right. So, if you're drug tested today, what will the results be?
Clean. Negative.
All right. And you mentioned earlier about mental health. Are you seeing a doctor?
I currently got enrolled with the Center for Healthcare. My first appointment is not until October, but I have been going to the medical transplant specialty in the medical center for medication and stay on top of that.
Okay. And let me just tell you, the reason why I asked that of you is because I want to make sure that you're receiving the help you need to be successful on this probation.
Yes.
All right. So were you aware that your husband had been using?
No.
So you need to make a decision on who you want your star to be attached to, because I'll tell you what I told him. Your child cannot take care of herself. She can't survive at Travis Park. She's 100% dependent on you as her parent and your husband as her parent to do what's in her best interest. And what's in her best interest is not continuing to use illegal substances. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. And cause number 2025 CR 009816. The court will sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 007562B. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. Are you employed?
Not at the moment. No.
All right. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. MIC evaluation out of custody. Continued referral to Center for Healthcare Services. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. State, are you still requesting no contact with the child?
For her, we are fine with no harmful injurious contact so long as there are regular field visits by probation throughout the duration of probation.
All right, there's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Layla Aguirre. Your attorney will explain to you what no harmful or injurious contact means. There's going to be field visits until further notice. And so you know, Jacob Aguirre is not allowed to reside in that household until the court allows him to reside in that household. And whether or not he resides in that household is 100% dependent upon his actions. So if he continues to use marijuana, that's on him. You understand?
Yes.
But if you allow him to reside in that household, that's going to be a violation of your probation. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So no residing with Jacob Aguirre. Now that can change once he's negative. Do you understand? Probation, is there anything else with regards to that case? All right. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal in that case? Did you understand it and sign it? Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Next, we're proceeding in 2025 CR 007562B. The court will sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 009816. I'm not going to order restitution for the drug testing because he should be paying for that. And he's already supposed to pay for that. I think it would be double dipping if each party paid the amount for testing of the same drug. So there's going to be 200 hours in community service restitution. I'm going to order the MRT. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be waived. The other 100 hours will be waived once you complete the life skills course. Proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. No harmful or injurious contact with Layla Aguirre. Field visits until further notice, 1 time per month. No residing with Jacob Aguirre. And again, that will change once he tests negative. Probation, is there anything else?
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
Mm-hmm.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You went through CPS and you went through CPS. Usually those cases take a minimum of a year. You went through that and you got to start making decisions whether or not you're going to hang your star with your husband or not. But if he continues on this path, things are not going to go well. And when things don't go well for him, if you tied to him, they're not going to go well for you, because Child Protective Services will be involved back in your life. And all of these Child Protective Services cases, that is permanently on your record like a criminal history. Whenever you pick up a new Child Protective Services case, a history will come up of all your cases with them and whether there were reasons to believe or not. And guess what? If your parents had a Child Protective Services case when you were a child, that's going to come up as well. So you better start making changes. You understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's ready?
Are you ready for the next one, Judge?
Yes.
Page 5, 4 down, it's Brandon Rodriguez.
All right. Thank you. Brandon Ramirez.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. How's it going?
Not bad yourself.
Oh, I'm doing great. I guess you didn't realize you were coming in to work with our equipment.
Just trying to be helpful, Judge.
You're trying to be helpful because, you see Cornelius is there. He said he's having dreams about Florida winning the championship.
I definitely have to humble myself to Mr. Cox. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Various reasons.
And then he has dreams about Texas A&M.
There you go. One day.
We all have dreams, Judge. I dream about the Razorbacks too. There you go. So we all have.
What's that song? I have dreams.
Oh yeah.
All
Good
right.
for you.
So, where are
He's
we?
already giving me a. He's already beat me up. I can't hold myself. Wow.
So where are we on discovery?
I believe the discovery has been presented, Judge,
Mhm.
and I think currently I talked to Mr. Marshall about, is about, contacting the victim.
Okay.
And on certain aspects of a plea offer.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if I can have a 30-day reset.
September 25th.
All right, we'll be back on September 25th. In states, you need to be prepared to tender an offer at that time. Thank you for addressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you come to the Austin game? That's gonna be a great game.
Mr. White.
Yes, okay, yeah, that's gonna be great. When I was up there in Greenville about 2 years ago. And it was, yeah, it was unbelievable.
Who is here on Iris Gomez?
Gomez?
Yeah, I was.
Court is calling 2024 CR 4614, State versus Iris Gomez. Can I have parties announced?
Jason Garahan for the state, Your Honor.
Jose Rocha for Iris Gomez, Your Honor.
And are you Miss Gomez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it Iris or Iris?
It's Iris.
Iris?
Iris in Spanish, but it's Iris.
All right. No, just tell me how to pronounce it. I will pronounce it the way it should be pronounced.
Iris, Your Honor.
All right, Iris. All right. So is there an application in this case?
No, Your
Honor.
There,
Right.
and Judge, just like, you know, there's a case that's a plea and there's also an MTR.
All right. So we're gonna start with this case first.
Which is the case, Your Honor?
2024 CR 4614. All right, and so the record can be clear. If you all announce again for the record.
Jason Garahan for the state, Your Honor.
Jose Rocha for Iris Gomez.
All right. And you're Miss Gomez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Gomez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Ms. Gomez, did you review court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with fraudulent use of possession of identifying information less than 5 items as a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Gomez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, if the court were to follow your agreement, that potentially if you're not a citizen of the United States, you could be deported, not allowed re-entry into the country and denied naturalization?
Understood, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the state jail facility.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is to run concurrent with 2020 CR 073. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. I did.
State?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number 1 with all of its attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, The court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I believe that my client has accepted responsibility. She understands what has transpired. And she agreed to go forward with the plea agreement along with the MTR for it to run concurrently for 1 year. And I believe that that's also going to be time for her to really have an introspector of herself and understand what can be changed once she's released from jail.
Have you truly reflected on the fact that you stole your sister's identity and your sister was minding her business, being a good sister at work, and the police came in and arrested her because you had been using her identity and they thought it was her?
Yes.
Have you internalized that?
Yes.
Have you apologized to her?
Yes.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. This is run concurrent with 2020 CR 0673. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, the court is proceeding in 2020 CR 0673. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Iris Nicole Gomez who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 0673 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on January 5th, 2021 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, and since it's a rather large MTR, we were gonna go on the supplemental. And that's on violation of condition number 5. In Bear County, Texas, the defendant Iris Nicole Gomez did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of November and December 2022 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any
No objections, Your Honor.
Would you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, sir.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, sir.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. It is to adjudicate guilt, revoke the individual off the community supervision, sentence her to 1 year in the state jail facility to run concurrent with 2024 CR 4614.
That is an understanding of the agreement, Your Honor.
All right. Has she done anything on probation?
She's done a little, Your Honor.
And what has she completed parenting classes?
No, Your Honor.
Judge, the only thing that was complete on this term was on this probation was her TAP evaluation
I send her it's over to my mom.
and there was a total credit of $424 for her assessed fines of $2,812.
So you haven't done anything on probation.
I have just lost my little sister around that time.
Mhm.
So it was very hard.
Okay. All right. The court is finding violation condition number 5 true. The court will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Court will give you credit for any time served. The court will request the therapeutic community. All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? And I'm so sorry. This is the run concurrent with 2024 CR 4614. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And I'm going to also order, no residing with minors. All right, because this is not a plea bargain agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you want deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
No, I don't.
All right, so you can appeal. But you can't say, I'm appealing because I don't think I should be on deferred adjudication. But you can appeal. You entered a plea of true to violation of condition number 5. And I've sentenced you. So you can appeal that entire.
This courtroom moment isn't loud. It isn't aggressive, but it carries a message most people ignore. The judge starts by setting clear rules. Stand when called, be respectful, follow procedure, because even small things matter in court. But then something unexpected happens. The tone shifts. Instead of just moving cases, the judge pauses and reminds everyone of something deeper. These aren't just case numbers. These are real people with real stories. One moment, she's explaining legal processes, deadlines, and consequences, and the next, she's talking about how a simple, kind word can change someone's entire day. Because behind every charge, there's a life, a struggle, and a path that led them there. But don't mistake kindness for weakness. When it comes to probation, violations, and serious charges, the reality is still clear. One mistake can bring you back, and the consequences can be severe, even years in prison if probation is broken. And that's what makes this moment powerful. It's not just about punishment, it's about balance, law and humanity, rules and understanding. So, here's the real question. Should courts focus more on strict discipline or on understanding the person behind the case? Like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.